Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of God and Therapy. I really hope that is encouraging you. For those who don't know what this channel is or who I am or what awareness is, my name is Sahami Pinard. I am the owner and founder of AWRNSS LLC, where mental health is wealth. This particular channel is a branch of awareness where we combine our faith to heal with clinical aspects of psychiatry and mental health. I'm here to show you that you can combine both. That you can go to therapy and you can pray to God. You can go to church and you can take the medication. I am here to show you that it is not one or the other, it is both. So I hope that encourages you. If you are somebody that's on the fence about whether this shows I have a lack of faith, it most definitely doesn't. If this is the answer that God gave you, why not use it? Don't be like the man who got caught up in the flood on the roof and then dies and asks God, where was the help? God's gonna tell you, I sent you all these resources. You said no to all of them. So what did you want me to do? Use the resources that God gives. Today's message, it won't be long, but before we get into it, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe and like button. And again, I truly appreciate the support. Share this with someone who needs the encouragement and let them know that God's always got them. Let's jump in. I got this message, I want to say a couple of weeks back. It was Monday or Tuesday morning. Morning traffic, it's the beginning of the week, so it's a little bit more hectic. But as I'm getting closer to my destination, I'm at a red light, but all the cars ahead of me are just zooming past. And I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. Monday, Tuesday morning, early, like we don't have cops or, cameras all around the place. We're just taking red lights. But then as I got closer, I realized it was a construction site. And there was a construction worker standing on the side telling people, just go, just go, just go. Cool. But the car ahead of me, they stopped at the red light. Like it had changed colors again and it was red, so the person stopped. But here's this construction worker telling him or her to just go, just go. And it took a little while for the person to realize, and then they took the red light and I followed suit. And as I took this red light and as I thought about this person that took a little while to go through this red light, I got this message. God was like, this is it. There are so many of us, and yes, I'm including me. There have been seasons where, yes, God was telling us, slow down, stop, wait. Oh, we hate that word. We hate that wait. We hate the word no, and we hate the word not yet. We hate those words, but that's what God was telling us in one season, right? But not this season. He is telling you, run through this red light. It ain't for you. That stop sign is not for you. Run through this red light. Take it. It's yours. I'm not putting stops for you in this season, but you need to be alert. We are so used to God showing up as one thing in our life. Jehovah Jireh, you provided the means for me to get the job. You provided the means for me to pay the bill. You provided the means for me to get the car. Cool. But he's also Jehovah Rapha. He's also the one that heals. He's also El Shaddai. He's also the Almighty. He's all these other names. But if we keep him in a box and we only allow him to work his almighty power in one way, we miss out on so many other blessings. If we keep to just the seasons of our lives where we are constantly stopping, or whatever the season may be that you're stuck in, that you haven't healed from, you will not get to walk into the abundance that God has for you. And when people deal with trauma and we speak about whether it be anxiety, trauma, overthinking, perfectionism, that is a very big one that I deal with in my practice. You are stuck in a pattern of doing things a certain way so that you don't move on. You think that this is how it happened in one season and this is how it has to always happen in order for me to win in life. And God is telling you, no. I took away those laws. Those parameters that you set for yourself that, yes, you had to abide by in one season, it's not for you in this season. I need you to run the red light. Are you willing to listen to God? Or are you going to continue to keep yourself bound to depression, to anxiety, to PTSD, to body image disorders, to substance abuse? Are you ready to heal so that you can walk into abundance? And it takes a lot. I am not telling you this thing because I read it in a book. I studied it in my master's program. I've dealt with it with other patients. No, I was you. And there are times in my life I'm still you. I still think that, okay, this is what I'm in. This is how I have to act. This is how I have to show up. I need to wear the suit. I need to make sure my locks are completely done every single time I walk into a place. And God's like, who told you that? Who told you that that's what you need to do? You see that it works for everyone else. Yes, they need to stop at the red light, the oncoming traffic. Yes, they need to abide by the construction worker telling them to stop. but not you. I want you to go. I want you to lead in this season of your life. You've done the work. You've been praying for the breakthrough. Here it is. Take it. Ask God for discernment. Of course, take the steps and continue to pray. Take the steps and continue to go to therapy. Find out why you're still depressed over this. Find out why you go to overthinking and perfectionism. What is it that someone spoke into your life, whether it was your family, a close friend, maybe a teacher, that you feel like I always have to get everything 100% correct before I can move on? Who spoke that over you? Because trust and believe it wasn't God. And if you come into therapy, we can work through that. Let's figure out who spoke lies over you that you have accepted as truths, because they've put you at this red light that you cannot move on from, even when God is telling you to move. I truly pray that you are watching the angel that God has set for you, the person that you don't know, the networking connect that you have that's telling you, oh no, that's not for you. You know when you go to a concert and they have like the long lines, general admission, but then there's VIP if you're an Amex owner. Shout out to Amex. Or whatever other credit card that you may have that provides VIP. Why would you have VIP status and stand on a long line? Why, if it's the lounge areas back in the days, Mars 2112, I hope I'm not dating myself, forgive me. But if you're still like going to clubs and things, if you have bottle service, are you still waiting on long lines? So why is it you can accept man telling you you don't have to do this, but you won't accept God who provides all these things telling you that you don't have to do this? I truly pray this encourages you. I pray that you take the time this week to actually think about what red lights have I been stopping at that weren't even for me, that it was actually for someone else, or maybe it was for a different season in my life that I'm still stopping at every light, asking God, hey, advance me, but he's telling you I've already done that. You keep stopping. And it's because you're not healed. It's because you are not doing the work that you need to move on from this. And that's where therapy comes in. That's where your prayers come in. Let's work together to move on. Let's move past the red lights because they're no longer for you. You've done that. You've built it. Your mindset is on a whole nother level. Your behavior patterns is on a whole nother level. But now you need to execute. Don't let all that work go to waste. Run the red light. I truly hope this is encouraging to you. I hope that you share this with someone else that's probably taken too many red lights in their lives. Analysis paralysis is another big thing with us. Overthinking is another big thing with us. Run that red light, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And remember, healing is never canceled. Trust God and your process. And remember, mental health is always well. I'll see you next week. Bye.